So Alex, who are you and where are you from?
All right. Alex Filippov. We have Boston company, OneSimCard.com. OneSimCard is a provider of M2M communications, basically. What we do, we provide network services to connect the device to whatever cloud or whatever end control center our customer have. And OneSimCard originally was doing roaming services, international roaming services for travelers who travel around the globe, and we provided cost savings on roaming because we have agreements with different networks. And at this time, originally it was used mostly for calling, text, etc., but now we switch mostly to data. So it's data services. Even travelers who travel internationally use mostly data. They are not calling already. They're just using data, especially kids. So having this data capability, we decided 2 years ago that it's time to look at other opportunities, and we looked into M2M, and that's what we do. We provide M2M services to a number of customers. We have a large number of customers M2M who have devices, 2G or 3G devices that needs to be connected to the network through cellular connectivity. And
Okay, so now here's my first question for you. Okay, so you're in 160 countries.
Yep.
Not all 160 countries use the same technology. So do I have to specify whether I'm on an LTE device or whether I'm on or doing GSM with you, or is that irrelevant to the SIM card?
LTE, yes. Everything else, 2G or 3G, you don't need to specify. And the majority of the devices today are still 2G. More than 80% of the devices today are still 2G because M2M doesn't require 3G or LTE devices. Most M2M devices transmit 1 megabyte of data every month. That could be transmitted with any speed. You do not need high speed for M2M, except some cases that data are specific and consume a lot of data. But generally, our SIM card will work with any quad band GSM, 2G device or 3G device. It doesn't matter. Our agreements at this point are not LTE, with the exception of a few countries, but 2 and 3G we provide.
Okay, and so application-wise, I'd probably stay away from video with you, but I might do other things like, fleet management or
tracking fleet
supply chain.
Supply chain, fleet management, monitoring sprinkler system in the farm, ATM machine, merchant machine that takes credit cards in the restaurant, all kind of applications. They do not transmit much data. They transmit low quantity of data, and that's majority of applications.
Okay, so I'll let the audience ask a question if it's got one, but if not, sticking with this theme here, by and large, do your customers roam across countries, or do they sit there and say, hey, I need something for Uruguay or Vietnam? What does it work?
Both. One of the advantages that we have that other offerings do not, we provide multiple networks in the same country. So for example, in the United States, if it is AT&T service, you are only on AT&T network. And if there is no AT&T coverage in this particular area, you got stuck. Our service roam on AT&T and T-Mobile. So if the truck is going through the field and AT&T is gone, there is T-Mobile and vice versa. So we provide services on both. We provide redundancy this way, network redundancy. In Canada, we provide services on 3 major networks. So basically, you never will lose the connection. And that's a big advantage. And everybody knows that AT&T closing down 2G network this year by the end of this year. So the people who have devices, these 2G devices, and there are 11 million devices in this country, 2G, that still need to do something about this. They have a choice. They can either go and buy new 3G device, which is a lot of money, or they just can change the SIM card in the device. And that's much cheaper today, and wait a couple of years more, 2 or 3 years more, until devices will come down in cost. Because 2 or 3 years down the road, the cost of these devices will be lower. So we provide solution now, and that will allow people to save money later.
Okay, and the way you guys have yourself set up, I've got this credit card here with the OneSIM adapter. You know, there are companies who recently bought something for $1.4 billion. We won't name names, Cisco and Jasper.
Yeah.
But the major thing that it did was it managed configuration, right, and how to turn something on remotely. So how do you guys manage it? Like, is that SIM card activated as soon as you hand it to me, or is it not until I?
No. We provide the management system, and we have two levels management system: the low-cost management system and the higher level management system, like Jasper, for example. So our SIM card.
You're worth $1.4 billion. I just want to make sure.
We're not exactly Jasper, but we can work with them, and we have the interfaces. We provide our SIM cards come inactive. You activate them when you need it, and you can do this remotely. You don't need to be at the field. It's all done remotely. We provide complete management system for activation, deactivation, monitoring the usage on the SIM card, cost, etc., everything.
Okay. Are there questions from the audience? Okay. So, Alex, how did you get that hard Boston accent?
It was difficult. I have been working for 25 years since I came here from Russia.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Alex. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Give him a round of applause, please.